the historic first black president and the historic black first lady. Michelle's always pushing the black angle. Yeah, she's helping black folks. She wakes up in a house built by slaves. The historic first black president and the historic black first lady. Michelle's always pushing the black angle. Yeah, she's helping black folks. She wakes up in a house built by slaves. Michelle, you know who sacrificed for black folks? You know who helped black folks? Martin Luther King. That's who. Not you, Michelle. You know who else? Rosa Parks. She refused to give up her seat on this bus right here. She actually risked something, Michelle, for black folks. The bus is in a museum, and who shows up to piggyback on the Rosa Parks legacy? Mr. I'm pretending to be half black, but I'm really a Muslim. Your gay sidekick, Michelle. That's who shows up because you don't have a legacy of your own. You know what your legacy is, Michelle? Your legacy is trying to convince this black kid to become a tranny, to turn himself into a Sasquatch just like you and hang around the Walmart bathroom because you've made it perfectly legal. He could slice it off and creep around the bathroom at Walmart all he wants now, right, Michelle? That's your contribution. You have nothing to do with Rosa Parks. You have nothing in common with Rosa Parks, you freak. You sideshow freak. But Michelle, I'm a forgiving person, and there's a road back for you. There's a way you can contribute and become historic. You can become historic and help black folks. We rent out the Apollo Theater in Harlem, the historic Apollo Theater, the center of black culture for the past 100 years. Everybody, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, everybody came through this historic Harlem Theater, Michelle. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to host the BET Awards there. We're going to host the BET Awards. We're going to buy a TV set so Obama's family in Kenya can watch this on satellite. Okay? It's going to be a worldwide historic event. The Obamas are going to be there. So the rappers are going to start to show up the red carpet. The first act, Kanye West, he opens the show, getting the crowd warmed up. And then our host comes out on stage, none other than Cat Williams. He introduces the next act, of course, Taylor Swift. Now, Taylor Swift sweeps the next 11 awards. The first 11 awards she just takes. Cat's a little confused because she's not black, but whatever. He says for the next award, here to present the next award is our First Lady, Michelle Obama. And that's when you come out on stage, Michelle. You come out and the crowd goes wild, standing ovation. The black audience goes nuts. There's only one problem. You're not wearing pants. You're not wearing pants, Michelle. And the front row sees it first. All right? It's just you and your musty nuts. Now, Taylor's mom's a little drunk, but Taylor sees it. And you start flinging your dingus to and fro. Stevie Wonder has no idea what's going on, so he keeps playing. He just keeps playing the music, and you're swinging it back and forth. You are insane in the wing-wang. All right? Now, there's some serious soul-searching in here, because in 2 elections, everyone in here voted for Mr. Pickle. All right? And you're dancing around. You got like a box of Godiva chocolates playing bumper cars up there. Now, Bill Cosby enters diabetic shock. Eddie Murphy leaps on stage for a closer view because Michelle's just up there, no pants, doing the Dougie. And 1,000 years of black history falls apart. This guy's dragged out, overheated. They throw him in an ambulance. They're cordoning off the block because keep in mind, this is on pay-per-view. All right, this is a worldwide TV audience. Half of Harlem just keeled over. All right, you got old black folks. They're filling up the local hospitals. They've cordoned off Harlem. They're rushing ambulances down the West Side Highway, trying to find a hospital with some open beds. FEMA declares a national emergency, mass casualty event. And that's when Willy Wonka gives them the helicopter. This bow-legged freak's man parts are bouncing all over, but she swings her hips and gets them working together like the Jackson 5. Now, Cat has not inhaled or exhaled this whole time. You got the first tranny slapping 60 million viewers with her taint berries. But Cat keeps going because he has amnesia. His mouth is moving, but there's no sound coming out. So medics run out. They rush him out the back door to Mount Sinai. Meanwhile, Obama sprints out the side door. Stevie still has no clue what just happened. Obama says goodbye to Stevie, dives into the limo with Mike. And Hussein and the first tranny peel out. They floor it and peel out. Police escort. They're pointing their fingers and laughing out the windows at all the black folks they bamboozled the past 8 years. They get away. Now, that's more historic than the moon landing. Because folks knew we were going to the moon, but they did not know they were going to see Michelle's happy sack. I want 10%. The talk shows, the PTSD, families in recovery, the black community piecing their lives back together. I want 10%, Don King. Don't steal my idea. Michelle has that for historic. That's your historic contribution. Now, my best friend thinks Michelle Obama fathered her daughters. All right? That's what he thinks. But we have apparently found the real parents of the Obama girls right here. You can check that at my channel, Barry Soetoro. I am out, and so is Booker T. Washington.